The Dark Side of McDonald's. McDonald's is one of the largest fast food corporations in the world, which is saying a lot considering how many fast food restaurants there are. It's incredibly popular for a variety of reasons. The French fries are delectable, Big Macs are a fast food staple, and the entire brand is essentially an American classic. McDonald's is a treasured institution with a devoted following that is unlikely to fade away very soon. However, this does not imply that the company as a whole is faultless. Welcome, fellow, to the interesting flow. Let's proceed further. McDonald's, like any other large corporation, has its share of dark secrets that it would prefer not to reveal to the rest of the world. Unfortunately for them, most of them have been exposed in some form. There are staff confessions on the internet that might make you reconsider ordering something there, lawsuits that they'd tried to hide, and certain foods that aren't quite what you think they are. Take a look at some of the most revealing McDonald's secrets of all time. In the kitchen, they don't always wear gloves, because some McDonald's staff handle food, as well as other objects, such as the cash register, money, and their own personal belongings. You'd think they'd wear gloves when making your food. On the other hand, one former employee alleged on Reddit that many of the employees didn't get germ theory and didn't always wear gloves. Some people would wear the same pair until they were told to replace them. Another Reddit member, who claimed to have worked as a McDonald's cashier and manager for over 7 years, noted that employees at their location don't always wear gloves since they have a hand wash system in place. Every hour, we take the time to send each employee to the sink station to wash their hands until everyone has done so, they explained. Using gloves would not be any more sanitary because the bacteria that would accumulate on ungloved hands would also accumulate on the gloves if they weren't changed every hour or more. Is it true that this makes you feel better? Of course, it's crucial to keep in mind that the majority of McDonald's restaurants are franchised, and they aren't all managed the same way. It's also worth noting that wearing gloves may actually aid in the transmission of germs rather than prevent them. Even still, there's something disturbing about your Big Mac being touched by naked hands. Almost never is the ice cream machine cleaned. If you were thinking about getting ice cream from McDonald's, you might want to reconsider. The ice cream machines, according to many employees on Reddit, are rarely cleaned correctly. The ice cream machine has to be cleaned completely, or else the bacteria will develop fast, according to one Reddit user who claimed to be a former employee. They did say, however, that it was a tedious job that few staff put any effort into. Regardless of what chain it was, the inner portions of the machines rarely were cleaned, parts never changed, stated another user who worked at a company that built the ice cream equipment that fast food restaurants like McDonald's use. As a result, ice cream would ooze inside, becoming stale and nasty. A 2017 investigation from the Wall Street Journal appears to substantiate those accusations. The study goes into great length about the time-consuming, labor-intensive, and frequently frustrating process of fully cleaning the ice cream equipment, implying that this is one of the reasons why staff frequently claim that the machine is faulty. It's not broken, it's just disgusting. McDonald's pledged to replace their machines after that report and numerous complaints from consumers who saw photographs of moldy machines on the internet. Many establishments, on the other hand, have yet to see the new equipment. Food is left out for an extended period of time before being served. If you order McDonald's, keep in mind that the food may not be very fresh. Countless employees have discussed how long McDonald's food remains under heat lamps before being served to customers on Reddit discussions. Although they were supposed to throw away poor meat after around 20 minutes, one former employee claimed that they would just reset the timers and leave it for another hour or so before dumping it. Saved so much time at the cost of some gross food turning grosser, they added. According to another employee, while the store was normally clean, the food was usually somewhat old. The user said that instead of the minimum 7 minutes, they would put fries under heat lamps for 15 to 20 minutes, and that they would occasionally refry them rather than toss them away. Specifically, you never want to have a filet-o-fish unless you ask for it fresh, they continued. McDonald's has never commented on the practice, and it's vital to keep in mind that we're only talking about employee stories from specific locations. Still, if you're not there during peak hours, it's not a bad idea to request fresh food. Some of their salads are higher in calories than their burgers. Trying to cut calories and eat a healthy diet. Then, despite the fact that it appears to be the most apparent decision, you probably don't want to order any of McDonald's salads. The McDonald's Keep Calm Caesar on Chicken Salad, sold in Canada, contain more calories, fat, and sodium than a double Big Mac, according to a CBC study from 2016. So, in this scenario, a double Big Mac would be preferable to a kale salad. The salad has baby greens, genuine Parmesan flowers, and crispy chicken, but the dressing, according to CBC, is what makes the meal unhealthy. The Asiago Caesar dressing that comes with it contains 730 calories, 53 grams of fat, and 1,400 milligrams of salt, which is more than a Big Mac. I think it's a fat and sodium overload. Toronto-registered dietitian Shauna Linzon told CBC. A brief glance at the nutritional information for salads sold in the United States reveals that they aren't much better. 480 calories, 28 grams of fat, and 1,120 milligrams of salt make up the bacon ranch salad with buttermilk crispy chicken. In comparison, a McDouble has 390 calories, 18 grams of fat, and 850 milligrams of salt. Again, the burger is a better choice than either of the salads in this scenario. The McCafe machine isn't cleaned correctly either. McDonald's is well known for its McCafe beverages, which feature a trendy selection of coffee and lattes. However, that is still another machine that may not be cleaned as frequently or thoroughly as it should be. The McCafe machines are routinely neglected at nearly all McDonald's, according to one McDonald's employee on Reddit. They went on to say that the personnel, as well as management, aren't properly taught how to clean it. I shoved my hand in the machine a couple of times to pull out an actual fistful of black soot to demonstrate to the supervisors that it's not in suitable condition, and nothing has come of it, they continued. As horrifying as this may sound, a couple additional staff added that the McCafe machines in their locations were cleaned nightly and in a far more thorough manner. As a result, while some establishments may not clean them properly, this may not be the case in all of them. That's reassuring, right? Chicken McNuggets are disgusting. A photo of pink slime made the rounds on the internet at one point. Many people assumed it was the same substance that went into McDonald's Chicken McNuggets, but McDonald's Canada debunked the notion of the video. "We don't know what it is or where it originated from," said Nicoletta Stefu, a McDonald's supply chain manager. "But it has nothing to do with our Chicken McNuggets." They demonstrated how the McNuggets are genuinely created to prove it. The procedure is far superior to that pink slime, but it is far from ideal. The process of making McNuggets begins with a genuine chicken carcass, as shown in the video. The breast flesh is then removed and ground with chicken skin and salt until it forms a peculiar chicken putty. It's then formed into McNuggets when it's all blended together. According to Business Insider, the frying oil they use contains a little amount of dimethyl polysiloxane, which prevents the oil from foaming and splattering all over the place. It's also found in non-food items like putty. McDonald's asserts that the chemical is completely safe, despite its unusual name. Thanks for watching this video. Make sure to hit like and subscribe to this channel.